Since taking office as Deputy Mayor, I have dedicated much of my time to engaging with councillors, officials, and residents across all 7 regions of our city. I fully appreciate the troubling reality of the growing divide between the affluent and the disadvantaged, which has become a defining characteristic of our city. Many residents are facing significant challenges in accessing basic services and opportunities. I'm committed to working towards creating a more just and inclusive city where all residents, regardless of their economic status, race, gender, have equal access to services. Fellow councillors, residents of the city have made a simple plea: give us services, fix the roads, clear the refuse, keep our lights on, provide us with clean water. That is the simple plea that the residents out there are asking for. In the coming days, a fully functional, equipped, and politically sensitive mayoral committee will be announced, one appointed with your needs in mind as residents. All members of our multi-party mayoral committee will have the task to ensure that their portfolios provide the services required as mandated by this council through you. And as I vow to my fellow residents today to make our city feel safe, make our sewers, pipes, and water provision a well of dignity to all residents, including those in Hammanskraal who will soon receive potable water after years of efforts. Provide a conducive space for our young residents to pursue sports and recreation. Provide work opportunities through the EPWP. Lay well-oiled roads and transport infrastructure to ensure that you, the residents, can get to work and look forward for work on a reliable transport network. Provide residents with dignified housing opportunities. Answer our residents' energy and electricity needs. Advance the agricultural ambitions of our rural communities. Energize our economic nodes to awaken our business and manufacturing might in the interest of robust economic opportunities and development, and cultivate a healthier city, among others. Fellow councillors, I humbly ask that we put our political differences aside, that we work together to help lift this vision off the page and make it a reality for all of us who call Tshwane home. I say this fully appreciating the dire straits in which our city finds itself. I'm not here to continue the assignment of blame and political point scoring. I'm here to commit to you that while our city has suffered some setbacks and is under financial strain, that we as councillors in this council together can claw it back. And as such, I promise financial discipline, balanced with a sense of fairness and duty to our fellow residents. I'm under no delusion about the blow our great city has endured. I vow to decisively deal with corruption, the corrupt elements who threaten to scupper our renewed efforts and keep us on the decline. Local government generally has a bad reputation. I want to encourage officials to work dutifully to fulfill their constitutional mandate, to provide services that communities deserve. They have our unconditional support. Our residents deserve better, and they deserve our commitment. This government, I can assure you, will be a caring and responsive government. The services received in affluent areas will be the services received by our people in the previously disadvantaged areas. So hear me clearly. Esteemed Tshwane residents, I'm here to work with me. Let's restore our great capital and set the standard for every city, for every other city in our great republic. I thank you. And
guarantee you that the African National Congress will support you. But if you deviate from what we requested, the same that happened to the former administration will happen to you speedily. Thank you very much.
A lot of good luck in holding this position. Congratulate her. The vision that she's articulated of bringing services to rich and poor, to privileged and underprivileged alike, depends on the success of the financial rescue mission that has been undertaken in the city. It depends on how quickly we can get energy independence, secure our infrastructure, improve basic service delivery. If she continues with a program of action devised by the previous administration, as landed in the mayoral charters, if she continues with the Hammanskraal water project initiated by the previous government.
Thank you, councillors. Thank you, councillors. Thank you, councillors. Councillors, thank you. Thank you, councillors. 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 Please. Can we keep the order that we have until the end? Thank you.
Thank you, Speaker. If her government continues with the steps taken against those implicated in the Roval tender, against the contractors who walked off site, if she does these things and preserves the integrity of the administration, the Democratic Alliance will support her on those points. Equally, Speaker, it would be unwise not to acknowledge at this stage the awkward position in which the executive mayor finds herself, being the junior partner in her own government. Indeed, of all of the parties, it's important to say this, Speaker, of all of the parties on that MACO, ActionSA will be the smallest. It will be the smallest in an ANC EFF government.
Councillors, the DA has a right to speak. No, the DA has a right to speak. Councillors, all political parties have in this house. Over to you, Alder.
Thank you very much, Speaker. I fully agree with the sentiments expressed.
Councillor Matsibateng. Thank you. Go ahead.
Speaker, I fully agree with the sentiments expressed by the executive mayor that the political games that has led to several mayors having been elected in this term must now end. The people of Tshwane deserve stability. They deserve a government to hold accountable at the next election for governance outcomes and for results. So as the official opposition, the Democratic Alliance commits ourselves. We will not disrupt council meetings. We will not hurl insults and abuses against members of government. We will not use physical intimidation and force in order to disrupt and sabotage government. We will not discourage residents from paying for the services that they receive. But what we will do, Speaker, is to hold this government and all of the parties on the mayoral committee accountable to the people of Tshwane. We will do so in this council and in the committees. We will make sure that if there is any disastrous decisions made, that we stop those decisions, that we mitigate the damage. The warning must be presented very clearly that the financial rescue of the City of Tshwane is at a very fragile position. Any unwise decision, especially as to expenditures, can put the city into a cash flow crisis which will wipe out the gains that have been made in the recent past. So, Speaker, again, best of luck to the Executive Mayor. In 2026, we will meet at the ballot box. Thank you very much.
Tshwane, fellow councillors, let me take this opportunity to congratulate the Executive Mayor-elect, democratically so. We want to wish you luck. We want to offer our support, Dr. Moya. We want to assure you that we are going to give you 100% support. We have few things that we share in common. In sourcing of security guards is one of them. The issue of people of Hammanskraal of water is one of them. The issue of making sure that workers get increase is one of them. The issue of stabilizing the finances of the city is one of them. The issue of making sure that the city of Tshwane adhere to the bylaws and make sure that it's a safe city is one of them. We don't want a mayor, like Randall have said, that in the DA, there's a group that is elected or appointed to take service delivery only for white people. We don't want that kind of mayor. We want a mayor who will service black and white. We want a mayor who will service Soshanguve, Brongospruit, Pretoria, East and Shiron. We don't want a mayor who will only take care of a certain constituency. We don't want a mayor who is very arrogant and who thinks that he or she is born for this position. This position is a position of our people. This is not a position of an individual. We want you to be on the ground. I agree with you that you don't have to wear heels full time. I'm sure I'm not trying to be sexist, but you have to wear the tekis and make sure that the boots are on so that we help the people of Soshanguve, the people of Jugular, the people of Brongospruit. This government of the DA failed dismally. They must not lie to you. They use PR to lie to the people of Tshwane. For the past 8 years, they've never done anything. And we say farewell to them. We are very happy that we have taken this decision of putting a government that will finally give our people victory. The people of Tshwane must be ready for the government of the people, not the government of PR, not the government of Twitter, not the government of Facebook. Thank you to all the councillors who make sure that Musa Maburu Raumenola. Awe Musa Maburu, awe!